friends, this is Hannah at Lovely Little Lives. I just wanted to jump on here and to give you a quick update of everything that's going on around our house. If you don't know me yet, I'm a mom of two little girls, a 5-year-old, she just turned 5, and a 3-year-old, and we have a little one on the way, another girl, and I'm currently 26 weeks pregnant. So just wanted to do a little pregnancy update on here, and if you want to see what she looks like, this is our recent ultrasound of her. She's growing well. She's in the 90th percentile for weight. She's kicking me constantly, so that's been fun. She's keeping me up at night sometimes, and I'm starting to get to the point where sleeping is interesting. I wake up sometimes and like, if I'm on my side, it's like my whole side it's like it gets sore just from sleeping too long on one side. And I've been having some back pain at night, and just a lot of kicking. Like, she's always awake. It seems like every time I sit down or like I'm still for a little bit, she just gets really excited and and starts getting, really active. So doing a lot of trying to move around, and last night I was sitting on the couch and she like kicked really hard and it actually hurt to the point where I was like, ow. So she's getting really strong and she's growing well, and so that's really exciting. It's actually a rainbow baby because we lost a baby last year to an ectopic surgery or ectopic pregnancy. So I'd have surgery, and I was already bleeding internally and all that. So it was pretty scary and also really sad because we lost our baby. So anyway, so this is a rainbow baby, our third girl, and we're really excited to meet her in December. So other things about her 26 weeks, I have the OVIA pregnancy app, whatever that's called. So every week it gives me updates about how the baby's doing. So her eyes are open now, and she's about the size of a butternut squash apparently, because that's what the app told me. So it's kind of fun just to follow along with that. I'll link that app in the comments for any pregnant moms who are looking for a fun app. If you haven't heard of it, it's pretty common, so most people probably know about it already. What else? I was going to show you guys today what I'm wearing, just for fun, because I sort of dressed up today just because I felt like it, and I have to take my daughter to preschool later, so it just seemed like a good day to get more dressed up. I usually just wear like t-shirt and shorts, especially when I'm home all day, but anyway, I try to wear more than that sometimes just to, look more presentable. So today I'm wearing this cardigan. It's like a 3/4 length sleeve, and it's from Maurice's. It's one of my favorites. It's really long, if you can see that. And then I'm wearing shorts from my sister because I get all my clothes from my siblings because we all wear the same size. You can see my pregnancy bump is starting to show pretty well. It's getting pretty big, so I had to get out all my maternity clothes and just, get rid of my non-maternity clothes. Like, I went through them all last week and put all my pre-pregnancy stuff away because it just doesn't fit anymore, like around, at least a lot of my shirts. So I had to put those away in storage, got all my maternity stuff out. This shirt is from, I think it's from JCPenney originally. It's kind of old. It's like a nursing / maternity shirt. And then I have a black camisole underneath from Shopko that I just bought. That's a new purchase because I needed new camisoles for underneath because I'm just getting too big for all my clothes. So, and then the necklace is from Premier Designs, which is my favorite jewelry place ever. It's a independent, like, it's a jewelry company, and there's like independent entrepreneurs that have their jewelry business through it. It's, a pyramid scheme. And so anyway, I have a really good jewelry lady, and I love the jewelry, and it's really versatile, it's durable. This necklace can be worn 3 different ways. So I'll link that little video in the comments so you can see. It's just really cool. They come up with all sorts of cool ideas for how to wear the same piece of jewelry a bunch of times. And then I also did a blog post on the Premier Jewelry this year, so I'll link that in the comments if you're interested in learning more. I'll link the website that I use and the jewelry lady that I have, and so you can contact her directly or the company through the website, like if you're interested in buying anything from them or learning more about it, or becoming a jewelry lady yourself. So there's that. And then what else? I'm also finally over morning sickness, I think, almost. I've been the sickest this pregnancy that I've ever been. So I've been doing a lot of throwing up, and so that's been fun. I think it started at like 8 weeks, and it just like tapered off at 23 weeks. So it was a really long time, and I'm still sort of throwing up now and then, but it's not half as bad as it was, so that's good. And I used Unisom. It's like a over-the-counter sleep aid that helped with nausea and not having morning sickness as much. So I still had it, but I had it less because of the Unisom. So that was crazy. I'd never heard that before, and some of my friends told me like, yeah, you should take this because it helps. And my doctor said it was fine. And so anyway, I took it and it works. So for any moms out there who are dealing with that, try Unisom over the counter, and I think you have to get the 25 milligrams because the 100's too strong or something. So anyway, you can just check with your doctor, but there's that. And then you're supposed to get like the B6 vitamin and take it together. I just used the Unisom, and that seemed to work pretty well. So that's just a little tidbit for any moms who are watching this and are having morning sickness, or who will have morning sickness with a pregnancy. So there's that little tidbit. Lastly, I wanted to just mention the book I am reading while I'm pregnant. It's a book that my mom gave me, and she read it when she was pregnant way back in the day. So it's an older book, but it's really good, and it's a really good spiritual guide for pregnancy. So I will link that in the comments from Amazon with my Amazon affiliate link if anyone's interested. And then also the other really good book is the Baby Book by Dr. William Sears. It's a book that I read when I was pregnant with my first, and it was just really helpful, like for first-time moms. And I still have it. I use it as kind of like a reference guide when I need something when I have little babies, because there's always things that pop up that you're not prepared for, and it's always a new experience no matter how many kids you have. So I'll link that in the comments too. That's a book that I recommend, but I just wanted to show you this pregnancy book that I read. It's like a weekly meditation book for a guide to spiritual pregnancy. So this is the book, The Glory to Be Revealed in You, A Spiritual Companion to Pregnancy by Kristen West McGuire. And it basically takes you through each week of pregnancy and gives you a little meditation and prayers and scripture verses. And so it just really gets you into the mode of linking your pregnancy to the spiritual life. And as a Catholic, I really appreciate this book and use it once a week as part of my prayer, my morning prayer. So this week I read week 24 because it only gives you 38 weeks in this book, so I just skip, I try to make it go with the 40 weeks so that I end at 40 weeks. So I read 2 weeks behind. So I'm 26 weeks and I read week 24, if that makes sense. So this one is about feeling every movement within and how that relates to us, the presence of God. Every movement within, every twinge of pain, every hunger pain speaks to you of the reality of this child's life. God carries us in the same way, just as the child is present to you in his or her fullness each minute, so we are present to God. To be aware of this presence is to invite that peaceful divine presence into our lives. So many of our days are chaotic and stressful. We are in great need of the peace of the Lord. And then it tells you to work on meditating in silence each day this week and asking God to meet you there in the silence. It gives you additional Bible verses to read, and the Sirach chapter 2 verse 1 through 11 really spoke to me. It's about being sincere in your trials and your sufferings and trusting in God. This part especially. Accept whatever befalls you. In crushing misfortune, be patient. For in fire gold is tested, and worthy men in the crucible of humiliation. Trust God, and He will help you. Make straight your ways and hope in Him. So it's just, helpful for focusing on pregnancy, focusing on the spiritual gift of pregnancy and all the joys and trials of it, and seeing the value and purpose in that, and being able to offer that to God. As Catholics, we believe in redemptive suffering, which means that we believe that our suffering has value and that God uses it for good and can use it to, if we suffer patiently and well with our trials that we are given, we can grow in virtue, and God can use that suffering to help us and to help others. So I'll link an article in the comments about that too if you're interested. Otherwise, I have my Bible and my book, so I'll link those in the comments. It's the New American Bible and the Glory to be Revealed in You, so you can look those up on Amazon if you are at all interested. So I hope you enjoyed that little pregnancy update about me and about what's going on around here, what a typical day looks like in my life. If you liked it, I hope you give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe below so you're sure to not miss any future updates. I'm going to try to post on Wednesdays and Fridays, or at least on Wednesdays, so just stay tuned for that, and thanks so much for watching.